Hey guys, Michael the Comic Nerd back again with the last episode of MTCN Catch Up that I currently have scheduled. At least it's going down the requests I have. This was one that was sent to me via personal YouTube message. What do I want to end it on? Jesus. So this is Eye in the Sky, which is a movie that released earlier this year. That we missed. I don't really remember why. I think it just came out at a direct time and there was 1,000 things coming up. Grant must have asked me about this one 5,000 times, and I kept playing it off, and we lost track of it. But yeah, Eye in the Sky, fuck. It's really good. It's really, really good. But it's a kind of a hard movie to talk about. Because it's just fucking Jesus. This is a modern... This is both a very simple and very complex movie at the same time. It's a very careful, ethical balancing act, and it does it very, very well. It does return faith to me a little bit in Gavin Hood as a director, who, while I liked Ender's Game, did not care for X-Men Origins Wolverine. And is the color changing on my camera? Whatever, I'll deal with it later. But yeah, this movie tackles a bit of a few controversial issues, namely drone strikes and surveillance as modern day war methods, and it's a hard sit. It doesn't pull any punches. This is a case where I don't want to go too deeply in the story because honestly, I think kind of like the less you know about it, the more you'll get out of it, because I didn't really know anything about this movie going into it, so I was very surprised by what came out. The light on this fucking camera keeps changing. It's bugging me. That's why I got... sorry, I'm tired. I'm always tired. I don't know why I always say I'm tired. I'm always... Anywho. So, Eye in the Sky is this very unique war movie. At least one of the most unique war movies I've seen in a long time, in that you never see any American or British troops in combat in the movie. Like, not on the ground. The entire movie... is all about one strike mission, trying to take down huge members of not ISIS. Basically, it's like a terrorist organization. It's pretty much ISIS. They don't call it ISIS, but it's basically ISIS. Basically what happens is the entire movie is about trying to identify these targets and then figuring out what to do with them. Once they've confirmed who they are and they know where they are, because at that point it comes a bally match of a lot of hard moral gray areas, and it's kind of brilliant how it does it. Because on one hand you have Helen Mirren, who plays the colonel, who is in the main situation room watching everything go down. She really wants to get one of the terrorists that's in this building, and she's kind of hard-nosed, can pretty much do anything she can to take her out. She just wants her fucking dead. Meanwhile, you have Alan Rickman, who's up by the capital of Britain, dealing with all the bureaucracy portion of it. He's the general, so he's talking with the minister and all the other people I can't know off the top of my head. And meanwhile, you have Aaron Paul, who, thank God, is in a good movie for once, who's actually controlling the drone and has to realize that he's going to have to do a potentially horrible thing. So, again, that's as much of the story as I want to get into for the most part. So this is probably a shorter video than my Batman or my Alice in Wonderland videos, because I don't really have a whole lot to rant about. But, my God, this is a tense fucking movie. From beginning to end... This is one of the movies in a long time that I've seen that I really didn't know where it was going. I didn't know how it was going to end. And it ends on some hard fucking realities, and it makes you look at it too. This is it addresses modern warfare, and it really makes you fucking look at it. This is look, you see it, look! It holds you in the back of the head, shoves your face into it. See? This is how unforgiving it is, you fucking bastard. Maybe not that aggressively, because it's not American Sniper. The light, god damn it, I wish the light would, my camera decide what light it wants to go with. It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna try to ignore it. But anywho, so you got that going on, and it's, again, the entire movie is just how they deal with the sting operation. Not sting operation, just operation in general, this mission. That's the entire movie. There's, it's all done in real time. as far as I know. And it's all about people, like military people who are or basically taking into account potential casualties and sorry, my sinus has been acting up recently. But it's all about like military people who pretty much see most of the casualties, like most of the potential casualties and the people involved, as more just kind of numbers. Like there's basically like the Spock philosophy of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So if a few people get taken out, even if they're kids or adults or whatever, it's okay because it's for the greater good. Meanwhile, you have the bureaucratic people like the minister and everything else around him who do not want to make the hard call. They do not want to make this decision, so they keep referring up and up and up to like people higher in power because they just do not want to be the one to say I did or did not approve this, and you kind of get everyone's point of view. And meanwhile, I have Aaron Paul, who just at this point says he's most used to being the eye. So when he gets to a point where he has to actually pull the trigger on somebody, he's horrified and petrified by what he's doing. And it's honestly kind of interesting because like there's the whole, I know there's a lot of people concerned with like most recent drone attacks are obviously a huge part of controversy in modern day warfare, and for good reason. But I think this movie does a good job in showing that even though like it does feel more impersonal, it sucks for everyone involved. Everyone still suffers from it. Like whether you're in the seat, whether you're on the ground, no matter where you are, it's still a sucky situation where you have to make impossible decisions. And you really get all the perspectives you can get out of it. Like, and it almost got to like a weird dark comedy because every time like somebody decided they didn't want to make a decision, they say, I think we should call this person who's higher up than me. And then first like, okay, we'll call this person, we'll get him on the phone. Okay, and we got him, and he goes, I think we should go on this plane. Really? Okay, fine. Like, you can tell Alan Rickman throughout the movie just getting more and more frustrated. And towards the very end, where like, even that person goes, well, we clearly need to contact this person. Then you can almost hear him just say, son of a bitch! It's darkly funny. And honestly, it kind of portrays Americans as gigantic dicks, and you know what? I think we've kind of earned that a little bit, because through all of this, we're all like doing this ethical question, like, should we do this? Should we not do this? Should we wait? Should we not wait? What should we do here? And they say like, well, there's a U.S. American citizen in there. Maybe we should call the U.S. Secretary of State. Maybe they'll figure. Maybe they can shed some light on this. They call Secretary of State. Guy doesn't even hesitate. It's like, no, fucking bomb him. Click. Like that was like, wow, we are assholes. And yeah. Look, I'm an American. I don't have to agree with everything we do, but I'm not getting political on this. Well, this movie, it's hard not to get political, but I'm going to try to avoid it as much as humanly possible. Anywho, so, yeah, I mean, like, again, I don't have a lot to say without going heavy into spoilers. Just, like, the way this movie addresses gray areas is really thoroughly explored and analyzed, and I feel like all viewpoints are respected and properly presented. You can honestly pick any side and you wouldn't be right or wrong. It's one of those, like, no matter what way you do, you're pretty much fucked. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a really complex moral dilemma. I like that it focused the entire time on just this one scenario. I think that really really made things intense, and that really got you committed more to what was going on. Like, I was genuinely invested in how it was going to end because I had no clue how it was going to end. So I was genuinely invested from beginning to end. Some flaws, it's kind of light on characters. Like, you spend enough time with them to like get emotionally invested in what happens to them, but you don't really know much about them from when the movie starts to when the movie ends. You know, pretty much like the bare bones. It's mostly saved by the actors, and the actors are great. Like Alan Rickman, may he rest in peace, has a great performance here. He has a great little monologue at the very end. Kind of talking about how even though we're sitting here in the chair dealing with this, that doesn't make it any easier. And like people, like even if it's still hard, regardless whether you're sitting in a chair or you're on the ground seeing it face to face. No matter what it is, it's not easy, and it shouldn't be treated that way. And I like that sense of nothing changes in that war is a painful, dirty, and compromising thing to happen. So yeah, if you're a fan of moral gray area movies, you're really gonna like this. I don't think this will make my top 10 list this year, but it'll be a runner-up, I think. So yeah, I was genuinely, thoroughly, I don't want to say entertained, but what's the word I'm looking for? Enthralled. That's what I'm looking for. Enthralled. So yes, I do recommend it. I do think it's worth checking out. Yeah, it's a great movie. So I don't have a lot to say beyond that. That's all the movies I have for Catch Up right now, guys. Is there anything you would like me to see that I have not talked about yet, or didn't get a chance to review on my review team show? Let me know in the comments, or send me a message, or send me an email at michaelthecomicnerd@gmail.com. Whatever it may be, let me know what you want me to check out, and I will get to it as soon as I can. Now, I'm gonna get off now because the fucking changing light in this camera is driving me insane, and I can't ignore it anymore. I'm gonna go back to watching Lemony Snicket. So, see you guys later.